¿Van a querer carrito o no?
I left the car inside of you. Nina, I left those cars inside of your car. Fire Johnson controls GG12. System sensor spectral order bands. There are so many system sensor spectral order advances around here. So,
I know. La mayoría de veces le
Lila,
es por eso.
one right there. Another one right there. That's another system sensor spectral order bands.
Okay.
And the chicken.
Ándale.
And the chicken. Oh yeah.
Ya, esa. Que la altera más la
We already saw that one.
Ay, mire, eso es pan.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Strawberry cheesecake. Another one right there.
Muestras de queso.
Oh, Mila, Mila, can we go closer to that?
No. Oh. Oh, yeah, you cannot do it. But you can.
Mila,
Ando buscando muestra de queso.
Lila, never pull a fire alarm when there's no emergency.
Oh. Oh, look. Dámelo.
That's definitely a system sensor. That's definitely another system sensor spectral order bands right there. All the yogurts right here.
What do you like to eat?
We have to look around.
Llevo limonada con estilla para el tequila. ¿Para el tequila quieres? ¿Un trago? Son las margaritas se hacen con limonada. Mira.
Mila,
¿De cuál?
Lila.
¿Organic stevia?
Yeah.
Yep, another one in that kitchen.
Pero me refiero de puro hueso que no tenga.
Oh yep, another system sensor spectral order bands right there.
Ya vine 2 veces y no hay.
And look, there's a fire extinguisher right here. Fire extinguisher sign right here. Yep, we got a little bit closer. There's definitely another one right by that exit right there. Okay, I definitely spotted another system sensor spectral order
Oh,
advance
those
at
are
that.
cameras. ¿Sí?
I definitely spotted another system sensor spectral order advance at that exit. That's the last fire alarm. I think that's gonna be pretty much it for this video. So don't forget to hit the bell for more fire alarm videos. So bye bye. See you in another video.
El aceite en el pavimento.
They don't even sell.
No, yo creo que allá.
They don't even sell phone. They don't even sell phones.
Sí, ahí dice no entrar. Ellos se lo pierden. ¿Tienen tiempo?
Look, they have a fire alarm right here.
Ay, tenemos una canción, mira, no la hemos abierto, ya no video. No video. ¿Qué? Mira, no.
I never lose the phone. Our first devices we discover here is the system sensor P2R and the Firelight BG12LX. And a fire sprinkler, which is our first one.
This is so good.
Not very sure. This is recorded from a distance. And we have our third fire sprinkler, which is an upright one. Here's our fourth case. And our fourth fire sprinkler. I just wanted to show you some of the alarms outside of a Culver's. These appear to be a sprinkler belt and a system sensor P2RK. This isn't necessary, but I just discovered some sort of valve. But I'm not sure if it's related to fire safety, but it for sure looks really cool. And we have this fire alarm testing keyhole. This activates the system for tests and all that sort of stuff. Some sort of thermostat cover. It's just 72 degrees Fahrenheit. Another Whitlock AS. Exit sign. You already seen the stuff in the entrance. Same stuff. And just the security camera. A sprinkler belt outside this Goodwill, plus a Gentex Commander 2 outdoor version outside the building. So wait for part 2. That's coming out later. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for the Goodwill fire alarm tour. So subscribe, hit to the bell, because I'm trying to get 100 subscribers like I said in my last video. So please like and subscribe, do all that stuff, blah blah blah, all that. So bye-bye. A first gen Firelight BG12 and a system sensor Spectre Alert Advanced P2R. And we have our first fire sprinkler. A system sensor P2R. Another fire sprinkler on the ceiling. That's an upright model. Another one. This time you can see the glass bulb more closely. So, I'm pretty much like this camera. We've got another system sensor P2R. We'll get to those later. Yep, just like in the other Goodwill, they have the one with a case, but except you cannot see it. So I'm not sure what brand this fire extinguisher is. And we have a emergency light and a fire extinguisher sign. That is the tiniest place to put a horn strobe.
I see.
That is the tiniest place to put a horn strobe. If that were to go off, that would mute someone's hearing. Another P2R model. We got another system sensor P2R and a older Firelight BG12 model. Same one at the Lake Zurich Goodwill. And we have another set of emergency lights along with the fire extinguisher sign and the fire extinguisher itself. Although it's inside the case, that is an incredibly loud spot for a horn strobe. Another system sensor P2R. Yeah, this camera touched it. We have a completely visible fire extinguisher over here, and we have some instructions and a extinguisher sign. Another fire sprinkler and another one. Oh, come on, don't lose focus. We got another one here, another 2R customer service one. Here's the fire alarm annunciator in the Goodwill store. There's a sprinkler bell. That is it for our fire alarm tour at this Goodwill in Arlington Heights or Northern Illinois, whatever. So like and subscribe, hit the bell, do all that stuff, and then turn on all notifications. So bye bye. See you in another video. Welcome to the Lake Zurich Goodwill. Now, let's take a tour of the fire alarms inside this Goodwill. So first we have this fire extinguisher and a fire extinguisher sign. And then we have this Firelight BG12 over here. Yep, it's a Firelight BG12. And our system sensor P2R right here. And we have our first fire sprinkler, which is right up there. And an exit sign and a fire sprinkler all the way up there. That's the highest I've seen a sprinkler. And there's an exit sign, which I forgot to record at the entrance. Another sprinkler right there. Another fire extinguisher. A exit sign that's pointing right. Yep, there's a fire sprinkler right there. And a fire sprinkler right there. And oh, there's a hell of a lot more. Oh no, yeah, I forgot there's another system sensor PCR, which is the ceiling mount version, including a sprinkler right there. Another system sensor P2R. Wow, this camera is good. And some system sensor SR ceiling mount strobes for the fitting rooms. And we got another fire extinguisher. And I just noticed there was a keyhole right there. Instructions and a sign to grab attention. And there's another SR ceiling mount strobe. I discovered something really cool. I think I just discovered a bell. I don't know what it's for, but it does look cool. And a exit sign right there. There's another SR strobe with near an intercom. And oh, hey look, they have a sprinkler up there too. And we have a system sensor P2R horn strobe. And I spotted there's an exit sign with pointing left and right, both ways. So that is it for the fire alarm tour and this Goodwill. So like and subscribe, hit the bell, do all that stuff. And yeah, it's pretty much the end of the video. So, bye.